Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. This is that segment that we call On the Move. Apparently, I am not on the move. I am stuck in the house like most of us are, and prayerfully, you are stuck in the house. Keep your ass at home. I'm trying to tell you, be as safe as possible. Please, if just for the minute, wash your hands and stay home. It's bigger than the Rona, y'all. It is bigger than the Rona. Yo, I'd love to see some people up in the place. If you're here, let me know. Let me know. I don't see anybody flying on in. Is this weird? Is this just me? Or I can't see anybody again? What is going on, Sonia? Oh, there we go. Sassafras Robbie is here. All right. All right. Now I see the folks. I'm so glad you are here. Yo, again, this is a segment that I call On the Move. I'm in the house because I don't feel like going out today. And I wanted to jump on here really, really quickly because I hadn't been on here last week. And I wanted to share some things. Usually when I do this On the Move segment, hi, everybody. Hi, Cherie. Hi, Infinitely Soul Shine. I love that. The heck, that's beautiful. Natasha's here. Kimberly Sterling. Hi, baby love. How you good? Polish My Pearl is here. I'm so glad. Oh, I love recognizing the names and the folks that come back to support. Let me tell you something before I go into my little spiel, which is not really a spill because that's what On the Move is about. It's not necessarily a spill. It's just some shit that I want to get off my heart. But before I go into that, I really want to tell you, hi, Jessica, that I'm glad, I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I'm more than excited to share my gratitude with you in this moment and to let you know that I need you. I need you, and I'm grateful for your support, and I'm grateful for you listening to my rants and the information that I want to share, the intuitive hits that come through me. It means everything to me. Trust and believe. Yeah, there may be some monetary gains or advantages along the way, but to be quite honest with you, this is you and I having a conversation about the things that we know and love and trying to get some understanding about what's going on in our personal lives and this crazy, crazy planet that we live on. If I can lend just an ounce of support in that way, I am grateful to do that. Thank you, God, for using me in this way. And thank you for listening. I really appreciate that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I do not lie. It's just not who I am. And it just means everything. So thank you. So as I was thinking to come on here, I said, so what are we going to talk about? If you want me to jump on, I really don't know what to express. But then I recognized in my notes when I was preparing for this week's rundown that I actually got a little hit to talk about what this On the Move video should be about. And I honestly think that it comes from a space of ambiguity, right? So I need y'all to kind of like take your thinking caps off and put your heart armor on, and armor in a way that it's allowing more love to come in, not protecting it. And you hear what I'm saying in a minute as I continue to go on. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I need you too, Natasha. I really, really do. Hi, Phyllis. Moni Love is here too. Oh, this is so dope. So here's the deal. I put this little note down on the side of my whatchamacallit that says, celebrate the weirdo in you. And I said, well, what the hell does that have to do with anything that's going on right now, Spirit? And why do you want me to talk about that? Why? Without going on an extreme tangent, if y'all don't know nothing about what's going on right now, we are being asked to really, really dive into the individual that we are. That sounds broad as fuck, but it means everything. It not only means to secure and seize the dreams that you may have had for decades and years even, right? It not only means to just live your best life and really pay attention to the emotions that you have, but it has everything to do with everything that you were told not to do it. Like, we have an opportunity to be the weirdo excuse me, the unusual person that we were talked about by our family, that we judged ourselves on, even that we had an opportunity to that we criticized ourselves. We went against the grain, even thinking about. Now, here's the other part of that, right? As I thought about the weirdo, right, and this could be like, this can be from a moral standpoint. This can be from a belief standpoint. Hi, Danielle. This can be from a career standpoint. This can be from the family that you want, the sexual identity that you want to aspire to have and identify with. It could just be the weirdo in you. I'm going to support that phrase with some astrological information in a few minutes. But I want y'all to really take your thinking caps off and go into your heart center in regards to what that really stands for. In this moment in time, regardless of all the angst that's happening, regardless of our leaders and people in positions literally leaving us to fend for ourselves, basically. I mean, since we're live, does anybody else feel that way? I mean, does anybody else feel like they're like, Salaam alaikum, walaikum salam, William? Does anybody else feel like, okay, you on your own? You can do whatever the hell you want to do. You can come out and make some money, or you can come out and die, or you can stay in the house and not make money. Like, you can just do whatever you want. I really don't care. And I'm going to change up the information every single day. Right? I mean, that's how I feel. Beside that, I mean, it's actually giving us right, y'all? Come on, let's talk about that, really. It's giving us an opportunity to say, oh, so if that's the case, instead of feeling lost, instead of feeling like we need someone to lead us, instead of feeling like we need answers in which we already know, that's the powerful piece behind that. A lot of answers we have already. History has proven itself. Are y'all following me without really saying it and putting, pointing fingers and, putting down names? History has proven itself. So the bottom line is that where is the weirdo in you? Where is the unique individual in you that says, oh, I just thought about the dude on Boomerang when he was left to do the video for Marcus and for Grace Jones's character, and he goes, "You're giving me complete autonomy." Complete autonomy? Like, instead of feeling like Daddy has left us in the middle of the mall and we don't have nothing to do, right? We have complete autonomy. We have complete autonomy to do whatever the fuck we want to do. And as dangerous as that may be in the hands and the minds of some people who are out there trying to take a lot of us out, it's actually quite liberating. And if we switch our perspective, and I'm going to show you astrologically where that falls. If we switch our perspective and see the value in that, see the focus in that, the purpose in that, the joy in that, the reward in that, you and me and those that we love and that we grow to love and those that we are nurturing will win because of it. Do you not see that? And although this may be like some general information that you already know, is this something that you thought about, or it may be at the very least a confirmation, really dive into that thing without being intellectual. And I challenge you to keep your brain out of it, because when we start to think about it, we get caught in the hows and the whys and if it will look right, and the judgments start to flood again. When we lead with our heart, we say, well, goddamn, I've been wanting to do such and such. I've been wanting to be the best I can be. I've been wanting to be a trapeze artist. I've been wanting to, make money this way. Actually, I've been wanting to live in a big ass 8-bedroom house with all of my friends. And truthfully, go with me on this. Like getting a piece of land, 20 acres or whatever. Me and Ali talk about this every now and again. Getting a piece of land of 20 acres and have everybody live on our land. We can devise our reality the way in which we need to. Yes, somebody is going to lead us eventually. Somebody's going to show us the way eventually, governmentally and all of that. But when we are stripped of everything and we're left in the mall and Daddy is nowhere to be found, we can actually go to the candy store and get full off of some goddamn candy. We can actually go to the fabric store and start making our own freaking clothes and start You see where I'm going? I'm not trying to lead a posse. I'm trying to plant some seeds. Astrologically speaking, on Mother's Day, two wonderful things are going to happen. Are y'all feeling me? Are y'all Danielle, you can cook for me all day, every day, young lady. Are y'all really feeling me? Or this is like, yeah, Sonia, yeah. That's common knowledge. Is it really? When you allow fear to come into space, when you're watching the news, trying to figure out what to do, when you at the very least want to talk shit and give energy to that dude and everybody else in regards to them about what we should do and how we should live our lives, when you're really waiting for somebody to lead you. I'm just saying. On Sunday, the moon will trine Uranus. That's a huge, huge deal. Although the moon, you got me? Although the moon is very fluctuating and it changes signs every 2.5 days, within a day and 2.5 days, and sometimes it's just a spark of emotion. That spark of emotion is everything. It's just what you need to do what you need to do, i.e. this video on the move as I press end in about 5 minutes. It's everything that you need to just set you off in a whole nother trajectory. On top of that, on Sunday, the sun is sextile in Neptune. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting. Why? Because if you got the moon that has to deal, I'm going to break it down. If you have the moon that has to deal with emotions, emotional reactions to things, your connection with your mom and women in your family, that's why we're heading shit up. But also the moon deals with karmic information, things that have been going on, or I should say things that have gone on in our past lives that are hooking up in harmony with Uranus, the weirdo, the independent one, the rebellious one, the one who always wants to go on its own path. That means for past lives and lives like we can't even, count ago, is coming back, hitting this weirdo, this very individual, unique part of us saying, I need you to live. And while you're living, the sun, the ego self, is hitting Neptune saying, dream. Dream beyond the biggest dream. Neptune deals with dreams. Neptune deals with the ethereal. Neptune deals with spirit. Neptune deals with music and art. Neptune deals with everything that we can't really, really touch, but we know it's there. Are y'all hearing me? I say to the village and I say to people who will listen to me, anybody that will listen to me, Neptune is saving us right now. Neptune is saving us right now. Why? Because Neptune is hovering over us like this wonderful ethereal cloud, telling us that we are okay. Everything is going to be all right. Everything within that cloud is fucking mayhem. It's mayhem. There's no leaders. There's no followers. There's no information. There's nothing. However, if we go on the outside of that and we pay attention to that sun hitting Neptune, the sun illuminates, the sun gives you permission. The sun says, yo, be your brightest, biggest self in every opportunity available. And everything that I hit, I'm going to highlight. It's highlighting Neptune. It's highlighting God. It's highlighting your dreams, your inspirations, your internal spiritual values. It's highlighting all of that while the moon, your past lives, your connection to your emotions is hitting Uranus. Uranus is like, again, the weirdo, the individual. They're saying come together and pick out those things in the sky that you would never, ever, ever do because the teacher told you you couldn't, because your mother said that you couldn't, because you thought you didn't have enough money to do it. I hope this is resonating with at least one person. At least then I did my job, because it hits me so, so hard into the core. Right? That we can't allow the powers to be. And I'm not saying go run amok. I'm not saying become rebellious. I'm not giving you permission and or the ingredients to do so, to be a rebel rouser and start hurting people or yourselves or dismantling systems that actually work. Some of them. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we have to change our perspective, our glasses, and look at things that actually have not been done as a viable way of doing it. Because if we don't devise those tracks, those trails for ourselves, we will get caught in the mayhem instantly all day until we leave, until we die. Are y'all following me? Are y'all really, really hearing what I'm saying? I had to come on and at least attempt to drop this in your ear, in your heart, something to mull over, something to really, really think about or feel through. Because again, Neptune has nothing to do with thought. Neptune, I like to tell my clients and my students all the time, Neptune is everything that you can feel, but you can't touch. Neptune is that high. It's that get high. It's that good weed. It's a nice bottle of wine. It's that escapism. It's that cloud. It's that space that we go to in which we don't really want to be fucked with. You understand? It's that dreamscape. We can't touch it, but we know it's there. We have to find a silver lining between what's there and what this craziness is about. And it doesn't look practical. I'm not here to give you instruction. I'm not here to give you a play-by-play-by. Nobody can do that for you but you. But if we take bits and pieces of things that resonate with us, right? Bits and pieces of things that resonate with us, we can devise a different culture for ourselves, for our family. For real. I don't know about y'all, but if a vaccine comes out, I don't know if your girl's going to be able to do that. I'm just saying, I'm going to leave that right there without being a rebel rouser. Because that don't have nothing to do with Neptune. That has everything to do with that mayhem. Think about it. Y'all have any questions? Allow the Uranus and the Neptune energies to switch it up and take it higher for the good of all. Sam Flowers, let me tell you something, baby. I wrote that right here on Sunday. I wish I can show you. Spiritual liftoff. In regards to Neptune sextile in the sun, in regards to the moon trine in Uranus, right next to it, I put spiritual liftoff. Spiritual lift off. You have to be able to get on the rocket ship in order to go. Are y'all feeling me? So, if at the very least you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, wake up Sunday and do yourself a favor. Go into some heavy prayer. However you pray, to a banana, to Allah, to God, to the plants, to the ocean, to Yemeya, to God, to the Yoruba priestess. I don't care who you talk to, wherever you get your faith. You understand what I'm saying, Moni Love? You don't get it? Okay. I'm again, at the very least, on Sunday, utilize this astrological power, sweetheart, in which we're talking about this spiritual uplift, this Neptune and this Uranian energy that's allowing us to be different, to be ethereal, to be wildly spiritual and wildly much like a weirdo in which nobody likes and everybody wants to talk shit about because we do things different. Dare to be her. Dare to be him. And if you don't know what that looks like, again, prayer is powerful. Wake up Sunday and ask. Wake up Sunday and say to yourself, I need your assistance, because the way that I think is linear. In case that's who you are. I'm speaking for you. The way that I think is linear. And I don't necessarily know what Sonia is talking about, but I believe in the power of prayer. You dig? So if you believe in that, prayerfully you do. You believe in that, I guarantee you, if you don't get it that day, you'll get it soon after. God and our ancestors are not playing right now. Honestly, all we have to do is step up to the plate and ask for what we want. But if you're not clear on what it is you want, and if you're not utilizing these spiritual uplifting moments that's trying to take us away from the mayhem, you will be forever trapped. Does that make sense? I hope this makes sense. And if it doesn't, who said that, poor? If it doesn't, sweetheart, Moni Love, or anybody else that's on here, talk to me. We can utilize this live information, like this live venue. I'm with it. I'm totally with it. I didn't mean to be on here for 19 minutes, but at the same time, y'all got something to say. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it, because at the very least, we're responsible for one another. This is what's going to work. This is how we're going to educate and fuel and nourish each other through these platforms that they devise to somewhat break us down. If you really think about it. Am I a conspiratorist? Whatever. How do you say that word? Conspirator? Do I believe in conspiracy? Every now and again I do. But I'm also a person who's highly intellectual and extremely intuitive. And I know that fear will not last and love will. So I'm always on the line of love. And how do we get there? By utilizing our tools, by utilizing these wonderful moments in our lives, these spiritual uplifting moments to get on the side of love, to get on the side of God. As angry as I feel about people dying and people being hunted down in the middle of North Carolina, as angry as I feel about that, we always have to take the highest space. We always have to find a way to take off. Always. Yes, that's what I meant. I'm not getting the vaccine. That's all I have to say. I'm going to go, y'all, before I make this a drawn out kind of rant, in which I think I already have. But prayerfully, again, I hope you got some gems and research that thing. Sunday is going to be a good day in which you can really take off in that. So spend time in meditation as much as possible, an hour, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can give to yourself. All right. And be easy on you and be the weirdo that you can be. It's a beautiful thing.